So flexibility is a huge part of yoga, and not only for yoga, but it can translate into many other sports like cycling and running. We'll begin with pigeon. So we'll come into all fours and curl the toes under. We'll start by coming into a down dog and then raising the right leg up. We'll bring the knee to go right underneath the right wrist, trying to bring the front leg as parallel to the front of the mat as possible and flexing the foot so that we protect the knee. We'll slowly begin to work our way down. And if your pigeon is here, then that's perfectly okay. You can rest here and begin to open up the hips. Often you can place a blanket or a block to protect your hip. And if you'd like to come down even further, you can come onto your forearms and eventually all the way down. We usually hold pigeon for 15 breaths so that eventually the hip will relax further down towards the earth. And once you're ready to come out of it, inhaling, pushing up with the hands. And then we'll push up even further, curl the back toes, and come back into our down dog. And to do the other side, just simply follow the steps. Nice straight back foot. And then coming down. So if we're sitting in hero's posture, sitting back on our heels, we can bring one leg out in front of us and maybe shuffle the foot so that we're not directly on top of it. And then we're going to cross the fingers right under our leg as we begin to lift the leg closer to the upper body. Flex the toes, and you can really feel the flexibility coming in on this part of the leg. And breathe. And then slowly bring the leg down. We'll come to the other side. Lifting up the leg. Really opening up the back of the leg in this posture. Nice straight spine. Inhale deeply. And exhale. And then slowly bringing the leg down. And both legs out in front. Really listen to your lower back in this posture, as it often does talk to you. So if you feel any sharp pain, back away. You can also use props in this posture. So I would bring the legs about hips distance apart. Really listen to the knees as you slowly start to come back. And for using a prop, you could actually place a pillow right here and just lay back onto it. And eventually, you can come all the way down. And then just relax into the posture. Always listening to the knees here. If they speak to you, then listen to them and back away. Maybe lifting the arms up and overhead and relaxing into your reclined hero. So to come out of this posture you have to be even more cautious than coming in. Often we hurt ourselves coming out of a posture too quickly. So we'll slowly start to inch our way up, and you can come out of it like this and then slowly come back out. Or if you prefer to roll over onto your side, you can gently start to just roll over and come onto your side. We'll come into a nice wide sitting posture, and from here we'll bring a nice long spine, strong core, inhaling the right arm up as we come all the way down to meet our toes. And if we don't meet our toes yet, it's okay. You can be right here, and that's perfectly okay. And eventually gravity will bring you down if you let it. Breathing deeply. And with the next inhale, we'll rise up, come right over to the other side. eventually we want to turn our body to face the sky. So really bringing that flexibility to the center of the body. And with the next inhale, we'll come back to center. So tortoise is a really fun posture. And so you're in your wide seated angle posture, and you want to slightly bend your knees so that you make a little hole to sneak your hands in. This is a great posture for flexibility in the lumbar spine, so in the lower spine. Go slowly, have patience with this posture. So we sneak the hands underneath, and then we slowly come all the way down to the sand. And then to come out, we can again open up the legs and slowly take the hands from underneath the legs. In that posture, be very aware of your elbows, so don't push down too much with your legs. Let's begin on all fours, and we'll curl the toes under, lift the hips up to the sky, and then we'll lift the left leg, bring it to the outside of the left hand, bring the right knee down, top of the foot down. And if you want to start here, that's fine. Just hold this posture, or eventually come down into your forearms. Nice wide fingers and toes, breathing into the hips and exhaling, releasing any tension. Just letting go in this posture. Often when we work with our hips and flexibility in that area, a lot of emotions can come out, as we hold a lot of emotions in our hips, believe it or not. So if any thoughts do arise while you are practicing your hip flexibility, just observe them and then let them go. If emotions arise, it's normal. Just be compassionate with yourself. So our next posture is going to be reverse side angle, which is great for flexibility of the whole body. So we'll come up to our mountain posture to begin. And from here we'll step back into Warrior Two. And from Warrior Two, we're going to flip so that our opposite hand meets the opposite leg, maybe first a prayer. And then we'll bring the hand down to meet the other hand on the other side. And the gaze is up to the sky. Breathing deeply. And then looking down to come out, releasing the hand to the mat, and slowly revolving all the way around. And we'll do the other side. So bringing the foot back, coming into our Warrior Two, and then we're going to rotate the body all the way around, coming into prayer first. And then we bring the arms all the way around the body, and we meet the hands together. So breathing deeply in this posture, truly a full body twist for flexibility. And to release, slowly look down, release the hands, and revolve all the way back to Warrior Two. So with face up stretch, it's a really nice stretch for your back and also for the backs of your legs. Great for flexibility. So we'll begin here and use our peace fingers, wrap them around the big toe, engage the core, nice long spine, chest open, and we lift up. And the gaze is right at the big toe. Inhaling, continuing to open the chest, big smile. It's always good to smile in these postures, as smiling uses less muscles in the face than frowning. And then slowly just coming down when you're ready. So follow me down to our backs. And from here, we'll go into plow posture. So using the hands to slowly bring our lower body over our upper body. Once the feet touch the floor, we can remove the hands from the lower back. However, if they don't, then maintain the hands here for that extra support. So once we are here, we can interlace the fingers and come into an even deeper plow. And potentially from here, we can also bend the knees, bringing the shins to the floor and reaching the arms over to come into ear pressing posture. So what this pose is doing is opening up so much flexibility in the vertebrae and the spine, while at the same time bringing fresh blood to the brain, calming our core brain, and invigorating our whole body. And then we can slowly come out of this posture, and we'll come right into our next flexibility posture, which is called bridge build. So as we come into fish, tucking our forearms under our body, lifting our head so that we can place the top of the skull on the mat. We can allow just the top of the head and the hips to rest on the mat as we lift the legs and lift the hands. And then slowly coming out. And resting.
For more videos for intermediate and advanced, click here.
And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to fit.
Inhaling, coming up, maybe closing the eyes, and then exhale slowly.